Hello everyone, Scott Sylvan Bell coming to you live from Sacramento, California. It is April 16th, 2015. And we're going through the process talking about coaching programs. And so in this module, what we're going to talk about, or in this video, what we're going to talk about is the questions you should be asking. So what questions should you be asking to somebody who could be a potential coach for you? Now, the thing that you have to understand about a lot of coaching is, results may vary. So it's going to depend upon how much work and effort that you put into the process and what you decide to do, as well as the information that the guru or the coach brings to the table for you. So you should be asking, look, roughly what should I expect? What kind of time should I be dedicating? How long should it take for me to see results roughly? Because it's not going to be an exact. There's not like an exact science for most coaching programs. It's not like instantly I'm going to tell you, you do this process and instantly you're going to make $1 million. Because chances are really good that if it's too easy and it's too fake to be true, it's not true, okay? So, ask what are the expectations? Now, what are the expectations of me? And what are the expectations of you as a coach? What are you going to put into this, and what do I get? So the next thing is what do I get from the coaching program? Do I get books? Do I get DVDs? Do I get CDs? Do I get one-on-one phone calls? And then define how long that takes. Do I get one-on-one phone calls, or are there other people on the phone call at the same time? If I go and meet with you, is it me meeting with you for that amount of time, or are there other people going to be in the room? So, there's some guys out there that will offer, I'm going to give you coaching for 1 hour, and you're going to meet up with me at this location, and the next thing you know, there's 4 other people or 3 other people there, and what you're finding out is you're getting group coaching from this person, and you're not sitting down with them one-on-one. So you should be asking, hey, look, what's involved? How often am I going to meet with you? How much time dedicated specifically to me and my problem or my issues or my growth questions do I get? How often are you helping me? So then, how much time do I get on that phone call? How much access do I have to you? So sometimes when people work with me, they'll say, hey Scott, I want to go through a coaching process, and that's fine, but I have to let them know, look, I can't answer my phone immediately. So if there's an emergency, this isn't the bat phone and the signal doesn't go up. I'll do what I can to answer a question for a text message, but I have things going on in my life, and there's things going on that I need to take care of that I just can't drop everything that's going on. So if someone's like, oh yeah, you have instant access to me, there's never a problem, you're going to get a hold of me anytime, just know that's probably not accurate, okay? So the next thing for this is what if I need more help? What if the time allotted or the package allotted that I bought doesn't give me what I need? Is there an option to get more help, and exactly how much does that cost? I used to do office cubicle construction growing up when I graduated from high school. And as I say growing up, I'm growing up right now. That's kind of a silly statement. So, I was doing office cubicles, and where the company made the good portion of their money wasn't the work that they decided on to begin with. The good portion of money that they made was change out orders. Oh, we don't want this desktop here, we want it over here now. And that's where they just absolutely killed it and made the most amount of money. So, get that defined. And then, you should be asking, what defines success? What specifically is going to define success? How do I know that I'm going to be successful? How do you know that you've been successful with me as being a coach? Where do we define success at? Is it a money thing? Is it a client thing? You're going to have to define that for your industry and for your service to figure out what you are going to define as success, okay? And then last of all, what if results don't happen? Now, somebody who's good at what they do, they're going to say, hey, look, when, not if, but when you follow along everything that I've showed you and shared with you, you're going to have some sort of results. So typically when you're going through a process, results don't happen for one of 2 reasons. And one of them is going to be you, right? And that's going to be that you didn't implement, you didn't do what you were supposed to, you didn't follow through, you didn't do your job, okay? Now, the other one is going to be on the person because maybe they gave bad information and they didn't have the knowledge that they said that they did. So, if you ask, be prepared, you're going to get a little bit of pushback when you say, so what happens if I don't succeed? More than likely that coach or that guru is going to push back and go, whoa, wait a minute, time out. I've had a couple of people or a lot of people or a bunch of people or thousands of people or hundreds of people go through this process, and 95% of them see success. And look, you want to talk to a couple of them, here they are, here's this person and here's what they achieved. But understand, they did all the work. They didn't just show up and rub the magic lamp, success, and it doesn't happen that way. It does take work and it does take effort, and so just know that there's a plotted course that goes along, and it usually, like, you get some success and then you have some pushback and then you get some success and then there's some pushback and then you get some success and you have pushback and then you get some success and the pushback. There's no straight line to success. It's like, sometimes you look at a graph, like they call it the hockey stick when people are investing, right? So if you have just a standard time and effort line, just like this, and like, in college they teach you, like, oh yeah, the business is going to go straight like that, right? That's not normal. It's not normal to see a graph plotted like that for any type of success. There's usually some of this right here, and it goes down, and then a little bit up, and then a little bit down, and then a little bit up, and then a lot down, and then a little tiny bit up, and then a little bit down, a little bit up. So there's processes that go in place, and so just understand that a coach should be able to tell you about, hey, look, here's what to expect. You're going to have some ups and downs. It's normal. There's some issues, okay? But you should be asking the questions like, what if? Explain to me. Get definitions of what you should consider success and what they consider success, and how long should it take if given that you do everything that they say. Now, once again, results may vary by FTC rules. That person should be saying, hey, look, you know what? Sometimes you get one person and they just absolutely accelerate past the pack and they do amazing things, but most of the pack is going to be right here. One or two people over here, the pack's going to be right here. And you only find that out by asking good questions and figuring out, hey, well, did this person do something differently? Did they already have acquired knowledge? Did they have another coach previously? And more than likely, that coach isn't going to tell you, hey, look, you know what, he had this person help him as well. Okay? Now, I will give you a caveat that there's something that happens when you start getting coaching, and that is that sometimes you want to get more coaching and then you turn into an information hoarder, and instead of implementing, you're like, okay, I'm going to gather this information and I'm going to be the information gatherer, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to gather this information, I'm going to be an information gatherer, and then you sit on top of everything and then never do anything with it. Now that's a problem, and that's a struggle that people face when they go through a coaching program. You should be implementing. We'll talk about that in a minute. Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right or to the left, like over in here, or over in here, or over in here. There's a subscribe button. Subscribe, and then send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Scott Sylvan Bell. Only Scott Bell will someone will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.